to break.
Thanks for tuning in to another 3 Destinos Let's Play of Dark Souls 2.
Let's ride.
This is going to be good. We're going to start from the start, which is a good place to start.
The start is a good place to start.
I agree.
I like starting at the start.
Yeah.
Starting at the start is my favorite place to start.
So what happened at the very beginning? You appear in a pagoda of some sort?
I don't know, like a central sphere, and there's like columns around you and stuff like that, and then you just sort of go, oh, I'm dead. I'm not doing so hot.
And then it doesn't really tell you where to go.
No, you just kind of head on forward a little bit, and you go into a house, and there's these old cackling ladies talking to you about souls and shit like that.
And then they give you a human effigy, and then they
Human
tell
effigy
you,
allows you to become human again.
they tell you to remember your name. You can plug in your name. They tell you to remember what you look like, I guess, and then you get to create your character.
And for whatever reason, the random ability to create yourself and make it so you come up with a random look makes you look absolutely retarded. There's no, like, they all just give you super hardcore sad eyes, and they just make you look like a retard. So this is what we ended up with.
Like so.
It's pretty terrible.
I changed the hair. It was like white hair like his eyebrows, but they did pretty horrible, and this was like the best of the horrible options, and I wanted to be quick. So here we are.
You just want to bypass all that bullcrap. I
And,
don't think you ever went upstairs before. You might want to go upstairs. Now, I say you've never done that before because we were recording earlier, and from mishaps that we had, we ended up having to start over all over again. So he's going to know what to do for a small portion of the game as he's kind of already played it. He actually got all the way to the first boss and beat the first boss, but because of this, it should be a lot quicker.
I actually beat a boss. Eventually, I did beat it.
And it only took you 13 tries to beat that. No, wait, it was 17. Am I correct, Sibu?
It was 13.
13
It was
tries.
13.
Aww.
Thanks a lot.
Originally, I thought it would be 7, but then it kept increasing to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wait, there was more? It took longer? Why did it take longer?
Well, Leo...
So these are campfires.
This is a bonfire.
You got to touch them.
And when you touch the bonfire, it allows you to go back to that area. And pretty much like if you die, you spawn there. And how the game works, for those of you who've never played it before, you pretty much, on the lower right-hand corner, you have souls. And right now it shows 0 because Lance hasn't collected any as of yet. But you use them as experience points. You use them for buying items. And if you die, you have the opportunity to go back to the location you were and pick up your souls. But if you die again, you lose all the souls that were left on over. You're not going to go into the little... You just pass one.
So you have R1, which is your attack, your basic attack. You have R2, which is your strong attack. You have left L1, which is whatever is in your left hand. You can two-hand wield a sword, or you can put a shield there, and it'll bring it up to block. And L2 gives the... What's it called? Riposte?
Well, it depends on what type of weapon you have. If you have a shield that has the ability to riposte, then you use it for riposting abilities, which essentially, if a guy is attacking you, you can knock it and pretty much slay it to the side and create an opening and do a lot of damage.
The timing is
Crucial.
necessary to
Absolutely
land that,
crucial.
or else you just get the shit
So
kicked out of you.
I see a little white circle there. What is that?
When you press down the right analog stick,
Yeah,
it
R3.
gives you a focus option, and then if you go right or left, it'll change the focus to another person if they're within range, or you can click it again to take that focus off. To take the focus off, you can run around and you don't have to worry about where you're facing, which run is circle,
Yeah, hold down circle.
or you can roll with circle as well. So it's a little bit. I'm going to focus on this guy, and then I'm going to try my luck at him. Let's see.
Your luck. I mean, you have high options. Oh man, you look at you.
You are so
Far
awesome.
too powerful. You have no problems whatsoever against these guys.
Yep. This is a very different one than my first run through.
Yeah, so he's kind of in a tutorial area. This location is dedicated to showing you how to do various things.
See, you can hold it and dash, which I'll show you there. This is dash. If you're standing still, you jump back, which is a pretty useful move if you're trying to get away from people. But all that uses your agility, which is that green bar at the underneath your health bar.
If you look in the upper left-hand corner, you have the red health, and then you have the green, which is your agility, endurance, all that type of jazz, which whenever you swing a sword, it uses up agility.
What the hell is that?
That's something that Leo's going to have to fight later.
Lance is going to go down there and
Give it a
take
whirl.
some names.
See what happens. See just how well he can survive that onslaught.
More to come.
I'm imagining that those don't fall off is the trick to that. Cool.
making it all difficult. Wait, were you worried?
How
You
is
think
it
you're gonna
snowing
fall off?
indoors? It's like,
No,
oh,
it's-
snow.
It's lots of bugs.
Ridiculous.
It's shitloads of bugs.
Snow bugs?
Yeah, snow bugs.
So there's your roll.
Kill him.
Oh.
Wow.
You totally took an arrow to the shoulder.
And look how much damage it did. Next to nothing.
I thought usually the archer was up there instead.
No, I mean, this is tutorials. Just kind of getting you used to crap. You're thinking of later locations
Other
where there's
things.
archers and they're in locations which are kind of annoying.
So switch to equip weapons. The D-pad does it. So if you have other things that are in this slot, which you assign from your equipment menu, then you just click that direction and it switches it or puts it away. Same with the other ports,
You're
except
scratching.
right now I don't have another thing assigned to it just yet. So I'm just touching my ass a little bit.
There we go. You're patting yourself on the butt.
Good job.
Oh,
You did a good job.
You are so bueno.
Yeah, I should do that every time. I beat something, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
good job, buddy.
You're a bit red in the face, though, so maybe you're just a little anxious, a little jealous, a little excited of what's happening right now.
Hello.
Hey,
Right in the
he
face.
got
too.
shotted in the face. Just run at him. Take him on out.
So go ahead and explain what that white guy is up there.
So the white guy, because of the fact that you're playing the game online and you're playing with other players, other people are playing the game at the same time. If people are in the same area, then you okay over there?
Yeah.
You seem a little excited.
Just
a little
getting some
jumping around.
energy in this
Okay,
guy.
just making sure you got some energy. Well, actually, what happened is people who are also playing the game at the same time or kind of in the same area, you will go and actually make it so that you can actually kind of get an essence of what they're doing in their world. And so in their world, what they were actually doing was being in that location. And so you kind of cross streams a little bit and cross the barriers.
But-
and able to see what's
Cross the
happening.
But the Ghostbusters says you can't cross the streams.
Well, he wouldn't go into your world. A big part of this game is having to do with people and their ability to jump into your world and you to jump into their world. They have something called, what is it? It's almost like religions. They're not called religions. They're called something else.
Sects or cults or something.
Sectors, cults, something or other. There's a, go to the right. Go back up.
I'm going to just touch the top of this ladder because that's necessary.
Make it so you don't have to, you can just go right back up again.
Word.
Very good. Yeah, so if you go in and you see one of those ghosts, it's
Wish me luck.
someone else that's playing the game who's at that exact spot. And so later on in the game, you can do things like you can invade other people's worlds or other people can invade your worlds. And it kind of turns into dick situations because you'll sometimes, we've won a boss fight and all of a sudden we get invaded by an enemy and those areas are blocked off and you have to then get attacked. You don't have a torch. You didn't end up actually lighting your torch, so you're kind of screwed. So just go ahead and fall on down. Most of the time it doesn't do anything. I turn up my my gamma so you can actually see quite a bit. So for most of the game, you don't really ever need torches. And that's just because it makes it so damn annoying to play the games where you can't see shit.
Does it like protect you from something or?
No, it just kind of makes it easier, lights up areas so you can see it, pretty well. I think what they're actually intending you to do is like some of the darker areas of the game, they want you to actually have a torch equipped and kind of go through them. And I just kind of don't have to worry about it. There's certain boss fights where it's super dark and you can't see anything unless your gamma is set up. And those bosses are usually a little difficult, so if you actually had that, you'd be kind of like, you wouldn't be able to block. You'd be blocking with your torch, which would kind
Gotcha.
of suck.
So when you kill those enemies, where do they go?
Oh, they go back to Valhalla. What are you talking about?
Oh,
They just
okay.
disappeared and you get their souls. You see in the lower right-hand corner, you got the little soul count at 330 right now.
Is he like hoping something happens?
Well, you didn't actually have your sword out. So I think that he was just getting ready to go and do fisticuffs with people. And punch them in the face.
Fisticuffs.
Yeah, fisticuffs.
Well played.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. I just cross one hand over the other and I
Uh-oh.
wait for fisticuffs.
Dashing jump.
Dashing jump.
So dashing, which is when you hold down the circle button, makes it so that you dash, and then you hit the L3 button, which is your left movement stick, and allows you to jump over. So I don't know whether or not this is in all the other games. I don't believe that dashing was used a lot in the other ones. If so, they didn't really highlight it a lot and make it so it's useful to get to places or pick up certain objects. They do it a lot more in this game, and it makes it so that you die trying to get items a lot more, which is sort of annoying. Also, one of the other things that they do in this game is called hollowing. And you are a hollow. You're undead right now. You're not alive. And what ends up happening is when you die, if you look at your health in the upper left-hand corner,
That's the red bar.
yeah, that's the red bar, you have a maximum. And when you die and you're already dead, and so you're a hollow, that max goes down all the way down to 50%. So you can be playing this game, and then some of the locations you run into or some problems that you have are quite difficult, and so every single time you die, your health gets decreased a little bit, more and more and more, until the minimum that, or the maximum that it'll actually detract itself is the 50% mark. And so you'll run into points and locations where you're fighting guys when they hit you, and they do more than 50% damage to you, and so you have to decide whether or not you want to actually deal with that, or hope you don't get hit, or actually use a human effigy to make yourself human again and raise your health back up to 100%. So hopefully we'll run into a couple of those situations pretty soon, and you can watch Lance in a situation where he has no health. There's a door, and there's squiggly area. There's a mist. Which one are you going to go into?
So the mists are new sections that you open up that you haven't been in just yet, and it also is a possibility that you'll go in and there'll be a boss, and then you won't be able to get out without killing it or dying.
Well, there's also an item called, I think it's Bone Recall or some crap like that. It allows you to teleport back to the last bonfire you went and emerged from. So what sometimes happens is, you have a ton of souls, and you don't want to actually lose them. So you go in there, you collect the souls. If you fight the boss and you die, you jump in, collect your souls, and then teleport on out again so you can level up and not waste them.
Gotcha. And I have actually never used that trick, and now hearing that is actually something that I probably will do in the future.
It would be nice. And you can go and you can buy them. There's different types of items in this game. There's items that are either infinite, you can buy as many as you want, or there's items where there's finite, you can only have a certain amount. Human effigy, they cost about 1,500 souls or so, depending on which person you go and buy them from.
This is a fun spot because you have to kick down this tree while this guy shoots you.
Word. And he shot
you. Go get him. Go get him. Don't let him shoot you. Don't let him kick your butt. Yeah, that's right. Take him down. Hit him.
And also, if they fall off the cliff, which is fun, you don't have to be near them to acquire the souls that they drop and shit like that.
No, they just teleport to you wherever they are.
Yeah.
So if you kill something on the very farthest side, up on a ledge really far away, and you shoot it with a bow, which is something we don't have yet, we will get later.
Oh, that was
You
beautiful.
might want to use a life gem. You might want to use life gem. So you use items by hitting the square button.
Yeah.
And the square button will allow you to use the item, which is in the D-pad down.
Shit.
Go up. Climb that ladder. And you can climb ladders faster by holding the circle button, which is the same button you use for dashing. There you go. Very nice.
Fucking asshole.
And miss you.
No, miss you or missed you?
Miss you.
I see what
there
you
we
did.
go. Yeah, see, because they kind of turn into mist.
Yeah.
They're kind of souls afterwards, and they kind of just fade away.
Very cute.
It's so funny. It's so much fun.
All right, let's see if we can use the power of my tan.
Are you summoning Ganon's soul and try to get some extra power and some vengeance and anger off of him? Show him his boss.
So like Filler said, you can do this as a hollow, and you likely will do a lot of things as a hollow, but the longer you can stay alive, the more strength you have when you're attacking, and the higher your health is. So try and keep that in mind. I haven't died yet,
To the left.
but you
Yeah.
will see.
Yeah, you'll run into situations where you end up dying and crap like that. There's a couple advantages to actually being alive. One thing is that people like to invade you when you're alive, which kind of blows. Because being invaded means someone who's playing the game, one of those white ghosts, comes into your game and tries to kill you. Oh, it's Covenant. They're called Covenants. Is the idea where someone invades your world. Tears. Yeah, people for whatever reason like to say that there's a wall, an illusion. And I've been here before, and I'm trying to make it so it actually happens. One of the new things they did in this game is they created illusionary walls.
Liar ahead, and then illusionary wall. I get it.
Yeah, and then so illusionary walls are where they either hide additional treasure chests or paths or shortcuts to kind of get around certain areas faster or to bypass some enemies. And certain locations have them more often than others. Mostly they just have a treasure chest hidden behind them that you won't be able to get in any other place in the game. So what these are messages that are left by other players. And so you can read them, and you can also rate them. And I think if you get rated a certain amount of times, you get like a bonus, or you get free items or some crap like that.
And evidently there's no down rating. If you press rate, then that means that you liked it. So don't go around just pressing rate all over the place, because then people those people back there will get good ratings if you said rate it. But and
I-
this one should probably not be rated.
Yeah, I don't know why some people rate some of these things.
Praise the Sun should
that's
not be
that's,
rated.
that's an in joke from one of the older games. There's almost like a covenant or a religion which is praising the sun, and there's a character in there who's just all excited about praising the sun.
And there's no luck that needs to happen here because you're just going to go into your main area for the rest of the game is going to be Majula.
Yeah, the Majula is where you spend a good portion of the game because this is where you can go and level up at. You can go and most of the vendors will end up coming on over to this area. There was a soul to your right, and there's nothing for you to do over here except for talk to a guy.
What if I never talk to him and then he never gets talked to?
Well, you're going to have to go by there sometime because there's a portion of the game you have to do to go that way.
Yeah.
There's an opening over in this section.
And somebody died.
These bloodstains are to watch someone no longer exist in our world. Let's see what happened to him.
Yeah, so what happens, he most likely was poisoned and ran away. So bloodstains are left over by other players.
Smart.
But what we'll end up doing is next time we'll go and we'll talk to some additional characters, and we'll go and we'll explore the town a bit more, and we'll start heading off to the first area.
Yeah, we'll show you Majula and basically the start and the foundation of your game. Hope you liked it. This is Lance Farsight.
And this is Fillers.
This is Debu.
And we'll catch you next time.
All right, later.
Bye.